Why is Islam often portrayed negatively in the media? Why is it misunderstood, attacked, or even oppressed in many parts of the world? The answer may surprise you. It's not just about religion, it's about economics, power, and control. In this episode, we'll uncover why the rise of Islam threatens the most powerful industries in the world, industries worth trillions of dollars, and why some people with wealth and influence will never want Islam to spread. Hi, I'm Abdul Razek, and welcome back to the channel where we uncover the wisdom and miracles of Islam. Today's discussion is deep, but it might open your eyes to realities hidden in plain sight. 1. Islam prohibits riba, interest usury. One of the strongest commands in the Qur'an is the prohibition of riba. In Surah Al-Baqarah 2:2-75, Allah says, "Those who consume interest cannot stand on the day of resurrection, except as one stands who is being beaten by Satan into madness. Allah has permitted trade and has forbidden interest." The global banking industry, especially commercial banks, thrives on interest. According to the World Bank, the global credit and loan industry is worth over $200 trillion. If Islam spread widely, the system of interest-based banking would collapse, replaced with fair, interest-free Islamic finance. Would those who profit from trillions in interest give up easily? 2. Alcohol industry. In Surah Al-Ma'idah 590, Allah says, "O you who have believed, indeed, intoxicants, gambling, sacrificing on stone altars, and divining arrows are but defilement from the work of Satan. So avoid it that you may be successful." Islam strictly forbids alcohol. Yet the global alcohol industry is worth more than $1.7 trillion annually. From beer to wine to spirits, this trade fuels addiction, accidents, family breakdowns, and health crises. If Islam became dominant, this trillion-dollar market would vanish. 3. Drugs and narcotics. Although the Quran does not mention modern drugs by name, the same ruling applies as intoxicants. They are haram. The global illegal drug trade is estimated by the UN to be worth over $500 billion every year. That's $500 billion, fueling cartels, violence, and corruption worldwide. Islam forbids this, and if its teachings spread, these empires of destruction would collapse. 4. The business of adultery and exploitation. Islam commands chastity and purity, forbidding zina, fornication, and adultery. In Surah Al-Isra 17:32, Allah says, "And do not approach unlawful sexual intercourse. Indeed, it is ever an immorality and is evil as a way." But the global pornography industry alone is worth over $100 billion annually, while human trafficking and prostitution generate hundreds of billions more. These industries thrive on the destruction of morality. If Islam spread, they would no longer exist. 5. Why Islam is a threat to the powerful. Add these numbers together: trillions from banking, trillions from alcohol, billions from drugs, and billions from zina-related industries. This is not small change. It's the backbone of global financial empires. Islam threatens these profits directly. So ask yourself, will those who control such industries allow Islam to spread freely? Or will they fight it with media, propaganda, and even war? 6. Islam offers alternatives. Islam doesn't just forbid, it offers solutions. Instead of interest, Islamic finance based on profit sharing and fairness. Instead of alcohol and drugs, healthy living and community strength. Instead of zina, family stability and protection of human dignity. 7. The bigger picture. The Quran reminds us in Surah Al-Baqarah 2:216, "But perhaps you hate a thing and it is good for you, and perhaps you love a thing and it is bad for you, and Allah knows while you know not." The things that Islam forbids are not to limit freedom, but to protect humanity from harm. When you realize how much money is tied to these harmful industries, you understand why Islam is seen as a threat. It threatens the pockets of the powerful. Think about this. If Islam spread across the globe, entire industries worth trillions would collapse. Industries that cause addiction, exploitation, and inequality. Do you think those who profit from them will allow it to happen easily? Or will they continue to spread fear and lies about Islam? The choice is yours to think about. If this episode opened your eyes, share it with a friend. Subscribe to this channel where we explore not only the miracles of Islam, but also the truths the world doesn't want you to see. See you in the next one.